Uh, so this is a topic test on ratio and proportion. You're advised to take this test once you are done with the basic concepts and have made some practice, so that you're able to gauge how well you are suited to attempt these questions in the exams. Watch this video once you've taken the test. Where is this test available? This test is available on our Android app, Bodhee Prep Android app. The link is in the description below. There are more than 200 topic tests that are available. So download the app and then make use of these tests to gauge how your preparation is going. Now, specifically, if I talk about this test, this is ratio proportion test 2 as mentioned in the app. Overall analysis of this test will be this test is a moderate to difficult level test. Out of 10 questions, an attempt of 5 questions would be a good attempt, will ensure you get a 90 to 95 percentile. An ideal time to go through this test should be 21 to 24 minutes, right? Now, it is not to say that it is solving all the questions here, but once you go from question 1 to 10 and you're able to get 5 to 6 questions correct, some questions we might not be able to solve them, some time might get wasted. And keeping that in mind, 24 minutes odd should be the time that you should take to go through the entire test. I'll go through each question, look at the level of difficulty of each question, and at the end of the test, tell you which questions should have been or could have been attempted in the test. Starting with the questions, question number 1 says, if 2a plus b upon 2b plus a is equal to 131 upon 16. What we can always do is, we can say 2a plus b is equal to 131 and 2b plus a is equal to 6. We have two equations in a and b. So a plus b is equal to 16. We have two equations in a and b. Solve for 2b plus a. Solve for b and a and then get the value of a plus b, a minus b. Or we can use the concept of componendo dividendo, which says if a by b is equal to c by d, from here we can write a plus b upon a minus b is equal to c plus d upon c minus d. So c minus d. This is applying both componendo and dividendo. In this case, 2a plus b plus 2b plus a upon 2a plus b minus 2b minus a is equal to 131 plus 16 upon 131 minus 16. So this becomes 3a plus b upon a minus b is equal to 147 upon 115. Take this 3, multiply it here. A plus b upon a minus b will be 147 upon 345. Option C. As you can see, not a very difficult question. Even if you're solving the two equations, it should not take too much time. Therefore, easy question, attempt time maybe 90 seconds, something that should be done in a test. 4x plus y, 4x plus 3y is to x into y is to y minus x is equal, y minus 6x is in proportion to, or this is in the ratio, 14 is to 2 is to 1 in value, then find the value of 2x plus y. Please understand, here we have two variables added, here we have two variables multiplied. If we take x is equal to a into k and y as b into k, right? We will get this in terms of a and b, this in terms of k, and this in terms of k square. And therefore, it says the value of these numbers is in the ratio 14 is to 2 is to 1. Otherwise, I will not be able to get the value of, or the ratio of 4x plus 3y upon x y independent of k, right? And therefore, 4x plus 3y has to be equal to 14, x into y has to be equal to 2, and y minus 6x has to be equal to 1, corresponding values. So from here we can solve x and y. What we can do is, we can multiply this by 6. So we will get 6y minus 36x is equal to 6. Sorry, multiply this by 3. We're trying to eliminate y. Multiply this by 3. So 3y minus 18x is equal to 3. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. So I write equation 1 minus equation 2. 4x minus of minus 18y minus 18x will give us 22x. 3y minus 3y is 0. 14 minus 3 is 11. And therefore x comes out to 11 by 22, which is 1 by 2. Substituting that value, say here we'll get y minus 6 into 1 by 2 is equal to 1. y minus 3 is equal to 1. So y is equal to 4, which we can put here and check also. 4 into 1 by, sorry, 1 by 2 into 4 is equal to 2. So basically we get the value of x as 1 by 2, y is 4, and therefore 2 into 1 by 2 plus 4 will be equal to 4 plus 1, which is 5, and that becomes the answer. Now, solving the question is not very difficult, but I'll say it is a moderate level of question, because since the ratios are given and we tend to write the value of ratios as 14k, 2k, and k, there is a chance of making a mistake, because if you try to solve this, it might not happen. And therefore, I'm saying moderate question, but if you are solving it, it should not take too much time. Though whether we should do it in the exam or not can be looked at. A student gets an aggregate of 60 marks in 5 subjects. The ratio, in the ratio 10 is to 9 is to 8 is to 7 is to 6. If the passing marks are 50% of the maximum marks in each subject, then, and each subject has the same marks, in how many subjects did he pass the examination? Now, this is a replica question from a previous exam. Suppose in 5 subjects, the scores that the student gets are 10x, 9x, 8x, 7x, and 6x. A student gets aggregate of 60% marks in 5 subjects, and this is what he gets. Okay. Secondly, if I assume that the max marks in each subject is 100, and we can see that there are 5 subjects, that means total marks, total maximum marks will be 5 into 100, which is 500. The student scored 60% aggregate. So we can say the sum of these numbers should be 60% of 500, which means 10 and 6. 16, 16, 9 and 7, 16, 32 and 8, 40x is equal to 60% of 500, which is 300. And therefore, x will be 300 by 40, or 30 by 4, 7.5. Which means the marks scored are 10x, 75, 9x, 60, 7.5 less than this. So the 8x will be 60. This will be 67.5, 9x. 6x will be 45. This will be 52.5. 10x, 9x, 7x, 10x, 9x, 8x, 7x, 6x. In how many subjects did he pass the examination? Passing marks were 50%. Out of 100, 50% is 50. So in any subject that he scored 50 or more, he is passed. This is 50 or more, 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 this is not. And therefore, the student passed in these 4 subjects, in which he got 10x, 9x, 10x, 9x, 8x, and 7x marks respectively. And that would be the question. Again, I'll say moderate level question related to word problems. The calculation time might be a little high, and therefore might take 2.5 to 3 minutes. Otherwise, conceptually, a question that could be attempted, because you would have come across such questions while practicing as well. If the length and breadth of the rectangle are increased by 4 units each, then the area of the rectangle increases by 100%. Suppose the length of the rectangle is L, and the breadth is B. So the area of the rectangle is equal to L into B. Now, if the length and breadth are increased by 4, so L plus 4 into B plus 4 will be the area. This leads to 100% increase in area. The original area was LB, this increased by 100%, so 1 plus 100 upon 100. So this will give us LB, L into B plus 4L plus 4B plus 16 is equal to, this becomes twice of LB, which gives us 4L plus 4B plus 16 is equal to LB. This is equation 1, so to say. Next, if the breadth is increased by 6, B plus 6, length, breadth is decreased by 6, B minus 6, length is increased by 2. L plus 2 into B minus 6 becomes the new area. Then the area decreased by 75. The original area was LB, this decreases by 75, 1 minus 75 upon 100. 75 is 3 by 4. So we will get, again, expanding the brackets, L into B minus 6L plus 2B minus 12 is equal to LB into 1 minus 3 by 4, which is 1 by 4. Cross multiplying 4LB minus 24L plus 8B minus 48 is equal to LB, which means 3LB is equal to 24L, 24L, we're taking this here minus 8B plus 48. Now, I am trying to remove the term L into B. So I multiply this by 3. We'll be able to write 12L plus 12B plus 48 is equal to 3LB. Now see, 3LB is equal to this value and 3LB is equal to this value. So these two values can be equated. So 12L plus, sorry, 12L plus 12B plus 48 will be equal to 24L minus 8B plus 48. 48, 48 cancel on both sides. 8B comes here. 20B is equal to 12L divided by 4. 5B is equal to 3L, which means L by B is equal to 5 by 3. We have to find in this question the ratio of the length and the diagonal. Suppose the length is 5 and the breadth is 3. The diagonal of the rectangle is root of L square plus B square, which will be root of 5 square plus 3 square, 25 plus 25 plus 9, 34. So this will be root of 34. And therefore, ratio of the diagonal and length will be root of 34 is the diagonal and length is 5. Again, the length and diagonal are not root 34 and 5. Essentially, this will be 5k, this will be 3k, and this will come out to root 34k. The k will get cancelled. So we can find out the ratio, not the exact values. Hence, option D. In terms of level of difficulty, I will call this question a moderate to even difficult level of question for the simple reason that when we start the question, we are not sure how the question will eventually shape up. Also, trying to find the actual value will not help. If we try to, even though there are two equations in LNB, trying to solve for LNB becomes quite difficult. We have to understand, we just have to find the ratio. So even a ratio of LNB will be good enough. And therefore, there might be a mistake or, we might get stuck at this point. So moderate to difficult, whether you do this in the exam or not is something that should be thought about. If the calculation does go through, then the question would take about 2.5 to 3 minutes to solve. The age of a person was 4 times the age of his daughter when he was as old as his son is now. If the daughter is now is now half as old as the son, find the ratio of the age of son and the father. Suppose today we say that the son is 2x years old, the daughter would be x years old. The daughter is now half as old as the son. This line is taken care of. The age of a person was 4 times the age of his daughter when he was as old as son is now. So when the man was also 2x years old, so suppose today he is 2x plus y years old. At this point, so this was y years ago we are talking about. At this point in time, the daughter would have been x minus y years old. When the man was as old as the son today is 2x years old. So somewhere back in time, the man would have been 2x years old. Suppose that was y years ago. So we can subtract the same age from the daughter as well. At this point, it is given that the person was 4 times the daughter. So 2x is equal to 4 into x minus y, which means 2x is equal to 4x minus 4y, which means 4y is equal to 2x divided by 2, x is equal to twice of y. Therefore, x is equal to twice of y. So today, the age of the father is 2x plus y, which can be written as 2 into x is 2y. 2 into 2y plus y, which will be 4 plus 1, 5y. This is the age of the father. And the son today is 2x years old, x is 2y. So 2 into 2, which is 4y. The ratio of the age of son and the father is, the son is 4y years old, the father is 5y years old, and therefore the required ratio is 4 is to 5. Again, because the calculation is not very difficult, I'm saying an easy to moderate question. Even if you're able to make the timeline properly, we should be able to do the question. Because of limited calculation, the solving time would be less than 2 minutes. 1.5 to 2 minutes should be good enough. A certain amount was supposed to be divided amongst Amar, Akbar, Anthony, AM, AK, AN, in the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. Instead, by mistake, it was divided in the ratio 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4 is to 1 by 5. Just to get this ratio in terms of integers, I multiply the entire thing by 60. 60 by 3, 60 by 4, 60 by 5. Which means 20 is to 15 is to 12 is the ratio in which the division happened. If Amar got 1650 more than what he was supposed to get. Amar got 1650 more than what he was supposed to get. So here 3 plus 4, 9, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5, 12. Here 20 plus 15, 35 plus 12, 47. So let the total amount be 12 into 47x. This be the total amount that was distributed. So in the first case, Aman was supposed to get 3 upon 12, 3 plus 4 plus 5, into 12 into 47x. This is 3 into 47, 141x. In the second case, Amar got 20 upon 47 of 12 into 47x, which is 20 into 12, which or 240x. Clearly, we can see the extra amount that Aman gets is 240x minus 141x. This is given to be 1650. And therefore, we can say x is equal to 1650 upon 240 minus 41, which is 99. 99. This can be divided by 11. This will be 150 upon 9, which can be divided by 3. 50 by 3. 50 by 3. This is the value of x. What is the total amount? The total amount is 12 into 47 into x. So the required answer, the amount would be 12 into 47 into 50 by 3. 3 4s are 12. 4 into 5 is 200. 200 into 47 is 9400. And therefore, the total amount was option B, 9400. I'll call this a moderate level of question because there is a calculation involved, and sometimes getting this 99 causes a problem in how to calculate further. If you're not able to spot the 11, looks like a problem. And since the solving time goes beyond 2 minutes for me, I am calling it a moderate level question. The monthly incomes of Amit and Bharat are in the ratio 4 is to 5. If the ratio of the monthly expenditures is 3 is to 4, Amit, Bharat, income, expenditure, incomes are 4x, 5x, expenditures are 3y, 4y. Which of the following will be the ratio of their savings? So the ratio of the savings will be for Amit, the saving will be 4x minus 3y. For Bharat, the saving will be 5x minus 4y. Now this can be written as 5x minus 4y minus x minus y. 5x minus x is 4x minus 4y plus y is 3y upon 5x minus 4y. This becomes 1 minus x minus y upon 5x minus 4y. Now, if we look at a fraction which is x minus y upon 5x minus 5y, essentially this will be equal to 1 by 5 or 0.2. If we replace 5y by 4y, the denominator has increased because we are subtracting a lesser value. Since the denominator has increased, the value of the fraction will decrease. So we can say this is less than 0.2. Since this fraction is less than this fraction has to be less than the value of 0.2, which means this value is less than 0.2. If I subtract a value which is less than 0.2 from 1, I will get a value that is greater than 0.8. 1 minus 0.2 gives us 0.8. If we subtract a value which is less than 0.2 from 1, we'll get an answer which is greater than 0.8. So the ratio of savings has to be greater than 0.8. 2 by 3 is 0.67. 4 by 5 is 0.8. 5 by 7 will be 1 by 7 is 14.28. 73 point something. or 0.73 something. 8 by 9 will be 0.8888. Only this value is greater than 0.8, so only this can be the answer that is possible. Now, this question conceptually is also a difficult level of question, and figuring this part out might take some time. If this does not work out, what we'll do is, in for this ratio, we will check each of the options, and for each options, income should be greater than expenditure. This is what we should get for x and y. The ratio, when I, for example, if I put this as equal to 2 by 3 and solve, I'll get the ratio of x by y. The x by y ratio should be such that income is greater than expenditure for both cases. Only 8 by 9 will suffice. So I'm just showing you for one of the examples. Sorry. Let us remove this solution and see what we can do with, if this does not strike us and we want to reach the answer, what we can do. Suppose I keep this equal to 2 by 3. Cross multiply. 12x minus 9y is equal to 10x minus 8y, which means 2x is equal to y. Y is twice of x is what is given. If y is twice of x, here if we replace y, we'll get 6x as the expenditure. If income is 4x, expenditure cannot be 6x. Hence 2 by 3 is not possible. Like this, I can check for all the options. Only 8 by 9 will give us income more than expenditure for both cases. There are 10 children, each of a distinct age from 1 to 10. So the ages are 1 to 10. Initially having an equal amount of money with each of them. First, the eldest child gives 10 rupees to every child younger to him. Then the second eldest child gives 9 rupees to every child younger to him. So the child who has age 10 gives 10 rupees to everyone younger than him. Then age 9 gives 9 rupees everyone younger than him. After which the eldest child, third eldest, gives 8 rupees and so on. Till the 2-year-old gives 2 rupees to the youngest child. If the ratio of the money with the 4-year-old and the 7-year-old is 7 is to 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All of them had, suppose, rupees X initially. All of them will get some money, give out some money, except 10 and 1. 10 will only give money, 1 will only get money. We have to compare 7 and 4. Now this 7 will get 10 rupees from the first one, 9 rupees from the second one, 8 rupees from the third one, and will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will give 6 people 7 rupees each. Therefore, the amount of money that the 7-year-old will have will be equal to X plus 9, 8, 17, 27 minus 42. So plus 27 minus 42, which is X minus 15. This will be the amount with the child aged 7. If we look at 4, he will get he or she will get 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5, 5, 6, and 8, 9. This amount of money from each of them who is older than the 4-year-old. Plus the 4-year-old will give 1, 2, 3. These 3 people 4 rupees each. So the 4-year-old will be left with X plus 10 plus 5, 15, 9 plus 6, 15, 8 plus 7, 15, 8 plus 45 minus 12, which will be X plus 33. According to the question, X plus 33 upon X minus 15 is 7 by 5. We cross multiply. 5x plus 165 is equal to 7x minus 1735, 105, which means 2x, 7x minus 5x is equal to 165 plus 105, which means 2x is equal to 100, 265 plus 5, 7270, or x is equal to 270 by 2, which is 135. Find the initial amount of money with everyone. Everyone will have 135 rupees to start off with. Now this 10-year-old has to give 10 rupees to 9 people, so he can actually give 90 rupees. Hence, this is feasible. So 135 becomes the answer. I'll call it an easy to moderate question. Again, the way I've sorted it here is the worst case possible, in the sense I made all the cases and simply added. Even then, we are getting the answer. Why I say it might be a moderate question is because while solving, the solving time might exceed 2.5 odd minutes, so it might take a bit of time. Otherwise, not a difficult question to solve. The ratio of the number of chocolates with A and B is 3:4. If A gives 4 chocolates to B, then the ratio of the number of chocolates with A and B is 1:2. Suppose the chocolates with A and B are 3x and 4x initially. A gives B 4 chocolates. So A will have 3x minus 4 chocolates, B will have 4x plus 4 chocolates. This is now in the ratio 1 by 2. Cross multiply 6x minus 8 is equal to 4x plus 4. 2x is equal to 12. 6x minus 4x, 8 plus 4. X is equal to 12 by 2, which is 6. Find the total number of chocolates with them. Chocolates with A is 3 6 are 18. Chocolate with B is 4 6 are 24. 24 plus 18 is 42. So the number of chocolates they gave me initially was 42. When A gives 4 to B, A is left with 14, B is left with 28, which is in the ratio 1:2. Clearly an easy question. Basic application of ratio should not take even 90 seconds to solve. Definitely an exam question. Ram and Sham have some coins. If Ram gives X coins to Sham, he would have thrice as many coins as Sham would. If Ram gives 2x coins to Sham, he would have twice as many. What is the ratio? So suppose Ram has A number of coins initially, Sham has B number of coins. If Ram gives X to Sham, Ram will have A minus X, Sham will have B plus X. X transfer from here to here. And in this case, Ram has thrice the number of coins as Sham. So this is equal to 3 into B plus X. A minus X is equal to 3B plus X, which means A minus 3B plus 3X. A minus 3B is equal to 4X. This is equation number 1. Second, if Ram gives 2X to Sham, so A minus 2X, Sham will have B plus 2X. Now, he has twice as many coins as Sham, so this is equal to twice of Sham's coins. So A minus 2X is equal to 2B plus 2 2s are 4X, which means A minus 2B is equal to 6X. 6X, sorry. We have to find the ratio between A and B. So from these equations, let us try to remove X. What we do is we multiply this by 3, making the coefficient of X same. So I'm multiplying this by 3. 3A minus 9B is equal to 12X. And I'm multiplying this by 2. 2A minus 4B is equal to 12X. 12X in both cases equal to the left hand side. So the left hand side should be equal. So 3A minus 9B should be equal to 2A minus 4B, 3A minus 2A minus 4B plus 9B, 5B. So A by B, B comes down. So from here, 1 goes to the right hand side. A by B will be equal to nothing but 5 by 1. That becomes the answer. Hence, option C. If it does not work out, we can always try to, work with options and try to solve. For example, if we pass some coins from here, this number has to be thrice of the second one. That is not possible because as it is only 2.5 times. If I look at if I look at 7 and 1, if I transfer 1 here, it becomes 6 and 2. So this is three times. If I transfer twice the coins, so we'll be left with 5 and 3. This is not 2 times. So we're left with 5 and 1. Now for 5 and 1, if we want the ratio to be 1:3, so 1 is total coins is 5 plus 1, 6. If I want to divide 6 in the ratio 1:3, it has to be 4.5 and 1.5. So what we can do is in 5.1, we can transfer 0.5 coin first. So we'll get 4.5 and 1.5 coins, which is a ratio of 3 times. And if we transfer double that, if we transfer 1 coin from here, we will have 4 into, which is a ratio of 2:1. So working with the options also we could have worked. But again, solving is also not very difficult per se. 2 equations, 3 variables, remove 1 variable, you'll get the ratio. But again, I'm saying this is a moderate question. Solving might take time, especially when you start not sure where you're going. And therefore, might take up to 3 minutes. Moderate level of difficulty. Like in the start, we talked about the overall level of difficulty. As I said, it is a moderate to difficult level of test. 5 questions net correct would be a good attempt, and time taken would be 21 to 24 minutes because time would be wasted in some questions. Now, what are these 5 questions that I can look at? For me, it would be the easiest ones would be 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. Just to show you which these questions are. This question should have been attempted simple component of dividend 1. This could have been left the second one because xy k square problem might arise. This was a doable question, something from the past question that you've done. This could have been avoided because if you start solving for LNP, there will be a problem. This should have been done easy questions, easy numbers. Simple division of ratio should have been done. This was a heavy question in terms of concept, could have been left. 8, I called it easy to moderate, but again, if I'm counting questions for sure, I might not count this as well because there can be a calculation error, but one question that could be looked at. 9 definitely should have been done, simple basic ratio application. 10 could have been attempted, but there is a chance of getting stuck with the two equations. Hence, the list that I was talking about, 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, I will also add 8 to this. So from these 6 questions, we could have definitely got a net 5 questions correct, and hence a 90 to 95% time.